Hello, folks. I want to talk about peace in the Middle East, in a particular book. Now, people who talk about peace in the Middle East really irritate me. Firstly, because this is not, in fact, the Middle East. This is the far edge of Asia. Okay, this is the Fertile Crescent. Everything west of here is the West. The Middle East is between the Near East and the Far East. The Far East is Kamchatka, China, Vietnam, Australia, etc. The Middle East is India, Pakistan, Afghanistan, Persia. That's that part of the world. But for the sake of communication, for the sake of being clear to people, I will refer to this as the Middle East, even though it's not. Now, another reason why so many people irritate me, and they talk about peace in the Middle East, is that so many people place so much value on it. Peace here in the Middle East is not any more valuable than peace in the Horn of Africa. And yet, there are so many more people talking about peace here than in the Horn of Africa. People talk about peace here being so important. What about peace in the actual Middle East? Okay? There are dictators there. There's genocide going on there. There's religious conflict there. There are terrorist groups over there. Why are there so few people talking about it? I think it's because so many people could get Middle East confused. It's wrong. It's evil. It is evil to hold that to treat the lives of some people as being more important than other people, unless there's an actual reason to. Okay, if you have a group of people who are pedophile rapists and a group of people who are not pedophile rapists, then, well, the lives of people who are not pedophile rapists is more valuable than the lives of people who are pedophiles and rapists. But the Middle East is not the land of people who are not pedophile rapists, okay? The final, big, major reason why people who talk about peace in the Middle East irritate me is because, well, so many people talk about it like it's something that is just beyond reach, and they only need the right recipe. They only need the right agreement. They only need Israel to give up one more huge tract of land. They only need Israel to stop protecting our citizens from terrorist groups. And sorry, I get a little more irritated when people talk about that part of peace in the Middle East because, well, there's an awful lot of things going on out here. The conflicts with Israel is actually only a very small part of the amount of conflicts that are going on in the Middle East. It's a huge, complicated place. There's a lot going on. There's a lot of reasons why people are going around killing people, or perhaps better to say there are a lot of excuses for why people are going around killing people. Because I feel that people who go around killing people are gonna find an excuse to do it. People who enjoy doing that are gonna find an excuse. There's no stopping that, okay? Taking an excuse is not going to stop people killing people. There's no heroic third party. There's no president who will step in and broker some wonderful agreement that will end all the conflict out here. That's never going to happen. And the reason why I'm making this video, I've been thinking about this for a while. The reason why I'm finally making this video now is because of this book. Peace on Earth by Gordon Stevens. It's not a good book. The first 39 pages of the book are good. The first 39 pages are intense. I was reading the first 39 pages. I was on the edge of my seat the whole time. It was amazing. It was incredible writing. And I got to the end of the 39 pages, and I was like, oh, wow, that was incredible. What happens next? And I turned the page, I was like, okay. It wasn't like I got to the end of the first 39 pages and the book went downhill. No, it wasn't like that. It was like I got to the end of the first 39 pages and it went over a cliff. It was like there were two different people writing it. And the whole rest of the book was about some Palestinian dude arranging this whole complicated mess to cause there to be a plane hijacked in Jordan and the SAS, the British SAS, it must be the British SAS, stormed the plane, and because there is a plane hijacking in Jordan and the British SAS stormed the plane, there is now peace on Earth. It's really stupid. Can there be peace in the Middle East? Yes. Yes, there can be. I think there will be. I believe that there will be peace here. Not this year, not this decade. I probably won't see it. I won't live to see it. I'm sure of that. But the vast majority of people on every side of every conflict there is here just want to be left alone. That I believe. There are terrorist groups, and there are governments, and there are certain cultures where people propagandize people and force people to do horrible things. But the better part of human nature will win out. The earth, all of humanity is getting better, morally better. We are better people than we all were 100 years ago. Really, it's true. And we are continuing to get better. And there will be peace in the Middle East. There will be peace everywhere. I am sure of that. But it will not come about because of some heroic third party stepping in with some agreement that they are certain will end all the conflict here. It will come about because of ordinary people going about doing ordinary things, making their lives better, making the world in some small way every day a better place. That will happen. And there will be agreements that will make things better in small ways. There will be agreements that will make it easier for ordinary people to go around and make their lives better. There will be foreign heads of state who will step in and will help things get better. But only help. You cannot force peace to happen. You cannot force a whole culture to overnight become peaceful, good people. And that is something that everyone needs to know, that everyone needs to understand, that everyone needs to remember. Not just about the Middle East, but about the entire world. About conflicts in the Horn of Africa, about conflicts in the actual Middle East, about conflicts in the Far East, conflicts in South America or Central America, all over the world. There are conflicts. There are horrible people doing horrible things. And yes, we need to stop the horrible people from doing horrible things. And sometimes the only way to do that is to kill all the horrible people. But we cannot make people be better people. We can stop people doing evil things. But the only way people will stop being evil people is, well, when they die and a new generation grows up of people who have learned to be better people. And this video is getting awful long, and I'm going on a little longer than I thought I would. So I'm going to stop, and that's really all I have to say. Thank you for watching, and I hope that you find some value in this video that I've made and the things I have to say. That's all. Have a good night. I hope that wherever you are is at least in some way better tomorrow than it is today. Have a good night, and God bless.